Hi, I'm Trixie Sybins, a blog at Coloured Buttons, and today I'm going to show you how to sew this little softie that I call a Zenkidu. To make your little softie, you're going to need 2 squares of felt. I've chosen to cut mine at 16-inch squares, but you can choose any size you want. You're going to need some thread, needles, scissors, oopsie daisy, pins, a wax pencil or any sort of pencil to draw around your template, a template. I've got a 7-inch square for my template, and of course stuffing. Now the first thing you need to do is excuse me, is to place your template in the middle of your felt square, and you're going to draw a line around it. Your line is going to be the line, the outline of your Zenki's body, but it's also going to be your sewing line. When you draw your line, you also have to remember to leave a gap at the side of about 3 inches, which is going to be your opening for stuffing. So when you're done, it should look like this. You've got your line, the body, and the gap on the side for your stuffing. Okay, now you're ready to make your Zenki. So you're going to decide what sort of a face you want. I've already got my facial features cut out here. I'm going to decide what looks good. Got a little mouth here, and when you're happy with your face, you can glue it on. I'm going to use a glue gun for mine because I think it makes it nice and quick drying. You just need a couple of dabs of glue gun. I'm not going to actually glue mine today, but it makes it quick drying. So once it's all glued on, you're ready to start your sewing. So here we go, mine's already glued on. I've got my back color there. I'm going to need to pin your 2 pieces of felt together. 2 pins usually work well. And now you're going to get your needle. I've got my needle threaded. I've doubled it over, so I've got the 2 ends meeting together at the end. Tie a little knot. And you're ready to begin to sew. And when I sew, I like to start between the 2 layers of felt. I bring my needle through the layers, and that's just a good way to hide your tail. To anchor your thread, you're going to need to do a back stitch. That secures the thread nicely and anchors it and secures the 2 pieces of felt. Also, I'm just going to actually do another one. I like to do just a double back stitch to make sure that's really secure. Okay, now you're ready to begin your running stitch. Now you just need to put your needle a little bit in front of the thread that came out. You're going to put it down, and as soon as you feel the table, you're going to flick your needle up, and you're going to make your first running stitch. Do the same again. Your needle goes just a little bit in front of your thread. Flick, feel the table, flick it up, pull it through. You're going to keep on doing your running stitch all the way around until you have about 3 inches of thread left. When you've got 3 inches of thread left, you're going to need to end your thread, and you end it in exactly the same way you began it, with a double stitch. So wherever you are, if you're over here, you're going to end it, you're going to do a double stitch, bring the needle through your felt again, snip it to hide the tail, and you're going to start with a double stitch, and you're going to keep on sewing till you get all around the way around here, because this is your opening again. So when you've done that, and I've got mine already here, you've sewn all the way around, you've got your gap, you're going to be able to start stuffing it. So you take a little bit of stuffing, and you're going to need to push the stuffing right to the furthest corner of your softie. And give it a nice push so it gets right into the corner. Take another little bit of stuffing, and now you're going to push it to the bottom corner, nicely push it in. And you're going to keep on stuffing your softie until it just feels nice and firm and not too soft, okay? So I've actually done that over here. I've filled my softie to it's nice and squishy, and then I've actually sewn my opening closed, so you can see, and ended it again with a double stitch. So at this point now you're ready to draw on arms and legs, and as you can see, I've already got some of my arms and legs drawn on from a previous take of this video, but I've decided to use little geometrical shapes nice and easy to cut out. Just drawn on whatever arms and legs you want. And then when you've done that, you're ready to cut out your little softie. So here we go, this little fella here. I've already, oops, nope, sorry, that's the finished softie. I've got my other one hiding over here. Okay, so let's go back. So here's the softie, as you can see. I've cut him out about 1/4 of an inch from the sewing line all the way around until I get to the hair, and then I've got to start cutting out the hair. Now, if you want, you can draw lines. I'm happy not drawing lines. I just use my thumb as a measure, and I just put my thumb, do a little snip, move my thumb along, oops, daisy, move my thumb along, and keep on going until I get snipped all the way to the end. And then you have this little fella. Okay, all his hair snipped. If you want, you can take off the top layer of his arm and snip that off. So then you have a blue arm showing, or you can do the same to the legs. Have a blue leg showing, whatever you want. And basically, there's your softie, all ready to begin. It's very easy. He's made with 2 pieces of felt, needle, thread, bit of stuffing, and the easiest softie you can make.